Hey folks, welcome to Friday's show here. We're going to talk about the Lions training camp. Tate Ratledge signed his contract. The Lions brought in a couple players to fill in the roster. We're going to talk about Levi Onwuzurike's replacement. We're going to get a 6 players who I think the Lions could utilize to replace him. All of that in today's show, so a lot to go over. And let's just go ahead and get it started here with Tate Ratledge. As he signed his rookie deal, I've never been worried about it. A lot of people were talking about it and concerned. I was not one of those individuals. Why is that? Ever since 2010, when the rookie wage scale came in, holdouts is not a thing anymore. And secondly, it was to deal with a second-round pick from the whole draft, and it went through the draft. So of all the teams in the franchise, for whatever reason, the second round, because they wanted that bonus added. Not concerned. What we miss? A day of rookies reporting. Oh, well, big deal. He's here, signed, sealed, and delivered. So now you don't got to worry about that. And I've never concerned because the Lions need Tate Ratledge. Tate Ratledge needs the Lions. And this is the way it is. We need competition and help on the offensive line at center, at the guard position. It was going to happen. I was not concerned at the least bit in regards to Tate Ratledge. The only thing that we got to be concerned about Tate now going forward is his progression in practice, in training camp, in preseason, in progression day-to-day, and, of course, into the regular season. That is all we got to worry about now, his play on the field. You can go ahead and add me on Facebook. How do you do that? You just search my name and you look at my face. You'll see it on there. Go ahead and add me on Facebook. I like to post Lions stuff on there. Lions signed 2 players. They had 3 holes to fill. They filled them with 2. The Lions entered Friday with 3 open spots on the roster, and they filled 2 of them following the multiplayer workout. Detroit is signing former Titans running back Jabari Smalls and undrafted rookie free agent Tyson Russell. Small, who attended the University of Tennessee, who undrafted in 2024, signed a hometown Tennessee Titans. He spent the entire season in the practice squad, signed a 2025 future contract with the Titans, but was released following the NFL draft. Smalls will join the running backs room and returning to their top 4 players from last season. Also undrafted rookie Kyle Robichaux on the roster. Jeremy Reisman, during the rookie minicap, said undrafted free who stood out to him was Tyson Russell. He said with all these past breakups, the final session on 7-on-7s, he showed strong closing speed, aggressively tagging his hands of the receiver in on a cornerback route. So those are some players that the Lions signed. Why I'm not spending more time on this? Because it's camp bodies, in my opinion. That's just the facts of what I kind of see this being. So let's get into the bigger news of the day. And that's all the injuries. Boy, oh boy, the Detroit Lions have a lot of them injuries coming in now. A lot of these guys I wouldn't worry about. But placed on the physically unable to perform list, active PUP, Taylor Decker, Myles Frazier, Alim McNeill, Mekhi Wingo, Malcolm Rodriguez, Khalil Dorsey. Placed on the non-football injury list, Josh Paschal, Stanley Thomas Oliver. Placed on the reserve PUP, Levi Onwuzurike. The last one is the bad one. We talked about it in the news video. So we're going to do replacement videos of Levi Onwuzurike. But again, before I do that, I don't think the Taylor Decker, Myles Frazier injuries is a big deal. The rest of them, we know Josh Paschal and what it is. I think it's more day-to-day for those guys. But it's Levi is the one that you got to worry about. So if you don't know, Levi Onwuzurike is going to miss at least the first 4 weeks of the regular season. There's rumors that it could be a leg or a thigh. No one really knows at this point. Nothing came out to at least the time that I'm recording. All we know is he's placed on that list, and he's going to be missing time that we need to have him. And you look at the depth right now of the interior of the defensive line. It is bleak. Alim McNeill's not going to be ready week 1. Mekhi Wingo's injured right now. He's been injured all last year. Levi Onwuzurike. DJ Reader, Tyliek Williams, Roy Lopez, Broderic Martin, Myles Adams right now are the 4, 5 men last standing. That's not good. So what can the Lions do to help out? Well, they can add some free agents. They can pick up some players in free agency if they really wanted to do that. They do got one roster spot open, and they also got players on their own roster that they can go ahead and help out with Levi not being available. So when I look at the 6 options that I have, the number 5 option that I have here is Broderic Martin's got to step up. Why do I got number 5 here is because, him even making the team, he now may make the team if they don't sign another player because of this injury. Because he was in the outs looking in. And if that's the case, he has to step up. We invested draft picks in him. We traded up for him. Levi Onwuzurike is down. Alim is down. Mekhi is down. Someone's got to step up, and it's got to be him. Right? He's got to be one of these guys that's got to step up for Detroit. If he can't step up with Levi out, then there is no hope for Broderic Martin. There's no hope. I mean, we got injured last year, and he didn't do much. All these injuries. We're getting it now, he didn't do much, but he's got to do something. He's got to do it. So I got a question for you. Should the Detroit Lions bring in a free agent defensive tackle to help out with Levi Onwuzurike gone? Why for yes and for no? Let's go by number 4th option here. Roy Lopez is going to step up, and that's a free agent who we picked up this off season. So that's a player that the Lions already have on the roster, and I think he can. I think he can actually step up for a little bit. He's a depth piece. In my opinion, he's a rotational defensive tackle, and he's something that can help the Lions out. This is obviously not a long-term solution because when we got him is the idea of just, again, being rotational. He only had 10 solo tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble last year. So when we look at Roy Lopez, we're looking at a piece that he can help out, but we're going to need a little bit more than just Roy Lopez, right? He's a rotational piece, so he can help out initially, but we still need more. Number 3 here is Joshua Paschal, and I know he's injured. He's must. This is the year for Josh Paschal. If he doesn't do it this year, there is no year. Now, I actually liked the progression that he did last year. I got to admit it. I'm not going to crap on him as much as maybe others may, because I thought he did when he was on the field. That's the problem. He wasn't on the field all the time, and he's injured right now. We just don't know the extent of it. 15 solo tackles, 2 sacks, 0 forced fumbles. He did help set the edge, and that's what Levi could do. He's an edge guy. He could help set the edge, even though, he does edge and interior. He's the tweener guy, and that's something that the Lions could utilize. If he can't do it this year, it's not happening. Mekhi Wingo, Lions draft pick last year. He's injured. He's already, but we don't know really when he's going to come back. I don't think it's going to be as long as it possibly could be, but man, we drafted you to do something. He didn't do anything last year because he was injured the whole year. He's a young player. He's got to get it done. These young guys, they got to come in here and help out. Broderic Martin, Josh Paschal, Mekhi Wingo, the young players, you got to step up. Because in the next 2, the number 1 and the number 0 option is free agents. And it's never good to just get some free agents, right? You want to get some help. So the number 1 option, number 0 is actually number 1 because we're doing 6, remember. How about going with a guy who is a free agent? He's a former Lion. It would cost nothing really to get him. That's Peko. Defensive tackle we had last year. He's on the free agent market right now. Maybe cost you $1 million to bring him on. Even less is that. Nothing for a contract. And he knows this coaching staff. He knows the players. He would be an easy sign right now. And you got nothing to worry about if you're to bring him on. Because it would be a plug-in. Again, it's not going to be this guy's going to do magnificent work. He would be a rotational piece. It is just hold the fort down for Levi Onwuzurike. That's what that would be. Are you concerned with the injury of Levi Onwuzurike. Y for yes and for no. Now with my number 0 pick. How about... Did you expect anything more? Za'Darius Smith, of course. He's right here on the market. Hello. Bring him on. He can set the edge. He can play on the inside. That's what Levi does. What in the heck? Help this team out. Bring him on the defensive line. Calling all Smiths. Agent Smith. Brad Holmes bringing Agent Smith. We need some help on that interior of the defensive line. On the defensive line itself, we just need a little bit of help. It would be nice, but we don't know what we don't know. And right now, we don't know what the Lions are going to do. But all we do know is, hey, it is what it is, right? It is what it is, because this is a situation for the Lions that injuries stink. We don't like injuries, but it's already starting without anyone even practicing, so we need to get some players on this team. We need to get some players to help out. So give me your thoughts about the Lions news and rumors today. Talk about training camp. Adios.